What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Happy to have you on here. Today we are back at it again, and I'm going to present to you another amazing JavaScript library. So I hope you're ready for it. So today we are going to be looking at Moment.js. So it's an amazing library, and you're going to see just what it's able to do. So if you're building an app, if you're building a website and all, sometimes you have posts, and on those posts you want to maybe tell the user how long it has been posted. You want to tell the people who are going to be visiting how long it has been. So either you can show the date at which that post, for example, or that specific item was posted. You can maybe put a date somewhere at a corner or at an angle, or you might want to use something a little more descriptive or a little more precise, and that's what this module is going to allow you to do. So what is going to allow you to do is to say, for example, instead of the date, you can tell the user directly how long, in terms of hours, in terms of days, or in terms of years even, a post was made, or an article was written, or whatsoever item was done. So that's what this particular module is going to allow you to do. It's quite amazing. So if you see here, you have some examples. For example, what's the module going to do? What it says on its website that you can find at momentjs.com. It says parse, validate, manipulate, and display dates and times in JavaScript. So it's amazing. I really like this library. So it's quite easy to install. You can directly download it here, or you can install it in your different projects using npm. So npm or yarn, or as you can see, has multiple packages you can use. You can use npm, you can use yarn, you can use nugget, spm, meteor, or boyer. So you can use all of these to install this package. It goes across so many projects, and you can use it virtually everywhere. So what it allows you to do is to pass your date and times, so that you can show more descriptive timelines, or more descriptive dates at which it was posted. For example, you can have the date show itself like this: July 8th, 2023, at this precise moment. Or you can even say it was posted, for example, on Saturday, last Saturday, or it was posted on July 8th, or it was posted at this time. You can have this, you can format your dates, or you can have relative time, maybe a minute ago, 16 hours ago, 11 years ago, and so on and so forth, you see. Or you can have it in the format of calendar time, or multiple local support, you see. So you can even specify the precise time and date. So this is an amazing library which helps you really format your dates very accurately. And I really like the relative time because it's more descriptive and it's quite easy to understand. Instead of the user having to do the calculation to know how long it was posted, you can have this integrated directly, and it tells the user, okay, this post was done 8 hours ago, this post was done maybe a year ago, or even just a couple of days ago. So it's quite easy to do. So I really like it, and it's very easy to integrate and install. So as you can see, it supports so many languages, so many date formats, so many time zones and timelines. So it's amazing. It's just a little library, nothing too complicated, but it has so much of an impact. So the way you use it is that you get to install dates and times, or more like you get to save dates and times in your database in the format you like. It supports virtually all the date and time formats you might want to put, and you can even change and specify in which date, how it's going to recognize your date you have stored, or the format of the date you have stored. So by doing this, you call it moment dot format. You specify the format you have used to store your date, and it's going to recognize that, and it's going to interpret it and make use of it. So it's quite easy to use. It's very intuitive. I really like this module, so especially this relative time part of it. So now on your different projects, on your different website, instead of you building custom functions where you get to make this calculation, because keep in mind that you can also build this as well. You can make the calculation yourself using a function you would have developed, and you maybe say 3 minutes ago, and so on and so forth. So you can definitely do this manually, but it's going to take you a lot more time to implement that function, especially when, depending on how long the period has been. So this module is just quite easy, quite fast, and it takes into account all the different time zones. Your users are going to be coming from different parts of the globe. So even if you code a function manually, you still have to take into account the time zone from which the user is coming from, and that's just a lot more complexity. But with this simple module, you can go ahead and do just that quite easily. So I definitely recommend you check this module out. It's quite amazing, it's quite great, and you're going to discover that it has so many functionalities. So if you go ahead and check the docs, it's quite straightforward, nothing too complicated. You first have to determine the date and time format you're going to be storing on your database, how you're going to be storing your dates and your times in your database. Then now you're going to code the front end. To this is a front end module. You're going to code in the front end, and it's going to take into account the format you have in your database, and it's going to convert that into the format you want on the front end. So you can go ahead and check out the docs. There isn't much installation to be done. You see here, you see the different things, how you're going to display, how you're going to manipulate, and so on and so forth. So yeah, you can see, can manipulate it in different ways, different formats. So definitely we won't have the time to go through all of the documentation, but you can definitely check it out at momentjs.com. So he has a lot of guides. I find the documentation to be very detailed. It's very comprehensive as well. It explains really everything in depth, so you can have some tests and so on and so forth. So I really like this module. I definitely recommend you check it out, and it's going to be a very interesting add-on onto your projects. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you make use of this module. Catch you on the next one.